So here's something that I do that I don't know that I've seen anyone else talk about, but when I decide on a final base, I go through and clear out all the saplings in any of the wooded areas around me. I'm red-green colorblind and it's hard for me to see the raspberries and the mushrooms. They did make a change in Hearth and Home, and I can now distinguish between this one here and this one. And I know that these are the ones that have the berries. So, anyways, I clear the saplings out, and then I have super good sight lines all throughout this. Come out, pick off some game, take batting practice, do some foraging. Happen to have a boar stone. Right there is a boar stone. So that, I did not see that before I decided on my base location. That was fortuitous. Anyways, you see, you've got really good sight lines. Pick things off one after another. Plus, I think it looks good. That's probably why I originally. Oh, another drake. Hello. Little drakey. Left over. Nothing groundbreaking, but I think clearing out these saplings really helps with your with the low-hanging fruit when you leave base or come back to base. Whoops! Just upgraded my cauldron to level 3, so I was able to make some wolf skewers. Here's that boar stone. So I'm running a couple of mods, Valheim Plus, and it does this to these mushrooms, or anything I pick, it leaves remnants behind. I don't know if that's a mod thing, or if that was something in the game that was changed as part of Hearth and Home. I did not notice it before, but I don't know that I would have necessarily been paying attention, but I would have thought as much as I've played, I would have seen that. But anyways. So there's my base. That's not a built-up bluff, that was there, and I just shaved the sides down and terraced it off to provide for some protection, but also some terraces to garden in. Started this off as a perma run, and I literally died the first night by stepping into my fire in my first night's hut, hastily created under duress, and so my my permadeath run ended inside of 2 days. Anyways, I continued on, and when I found this spot, I was like, man, I've got to give this a shot, because I knew it was going to be a spectacular place to build a base. So anyways, I work on making my bases very compact, very efficient. This is not the most efficient base I've made, but it's kind of a pretty standard formula I use at this point. Unless I'm doing like my last run through where I built more of a, it wasn't a castle, but it was a nice big house, multi-levels. But I do like building those, but it doesn't make sense in this game to me. Unless you're just there to build, which is, I do that as well. But when I'm doing a run through, I want to make as efficient of a base as possible and tweak it as I go along. So at its root, this structure is similar to any of the ones, the 3 wide by 4 long with the step in the wall. Like you see here, pretty typical of what you find out there, but I widened it to 4 by whatever length I wanted because I wanted to fit my bed next to the fireplace. I knew I could fit a hearth, jam a hearth in there. It does stick out, but I've got it covered on the other side with the forge, and you can't see it. So that gives me the benefit and comfort of the hearth. And then I've got my storage here. Room for expansion above. Uncooked, cooked, veg, and then my prepared food. Then I have my meats here. Here's where I'll put things like crafting material for a portal or for a boat. Things that you make regularly that sometimes I even put food in here as well, so when I'm running out the door I can just quickly grab some stuff. Got all my, again, stacked vertically for expansion. Crafting bench, the upgrades. So as I started to develop this, what I call a prototype, I punched these 2 holes out to provide a little extra room, and that sort of just expanded over time, and this time I expanded this one even further to include a little hot tub spot. Got the cauldron here with the fermenters next to it. Then my portal room. As I get crystal and tar, I'll infill these with, like I've done over here. I was able to get to the plains accidentally, briefly, and did scavenge some tar while I was there. And then here's my big spit. So, anyways, there is really only one way up and down without Skyrim horsing it up. I know some people might not like that, but for me, it's not an issue. Initially, I was going to make a cart path up there that wound around and then came up and over, but I just wasn't, I could make a parking spot here with a bridge that could, a door bridge that could be used to keep people out, but I don't know, maybe I'll still do that. Anyways, using better continents mods is why I got this very, very terrain. You can see the mountains out there are really tall and peaky. But I like clearing, like I said, clearing out the saplings gives just better sight lines. And then I'll usually start clearing out these corridors from meadow to meadow when I'm gathering trees. I don't take all the trees from around my base. I do work to go a little ways. So, anyways, really for what I have, this is all support I need. I'm gonna have to make some the black metal smelters, which I will probably respace these and put them here. And then when the windmills come, I am going to put them on one of these terraces. Unless I decide to build out a, kind of thought about building a shelf out up here. That would house them. That'd be kind of cool. What you doing, buddy? Ooh. Don't move. I don't know what my skills are at. Well, nothing is very spectacular. I'm not, I mean, 130, 40, 50 days into the game. Bows at 30, pickaxes 33, run, clubs, jump. So, anyways, that's my little casa. Here's the other upgrades. There's where I keep the stone cutter. If I need to move it, I'll break it down and move it where I need it. Just keep it here instead of having to gather materials to make it every time. So, anyways, gorgeous spot. Very, very, probably my most favorite spot I've had in any of my run-throughs. So, all right, we are gonna hit the sack, and then I am going to get some dinner IRL. Talk to you guys later.